or whatever, unemployment, whatever it might be. We're going in and we're going to walk you through, and we're going to assist and help you until you get that, even through the appeals. Because a lot of times, the first time going up for disability, whatever, they're going to automatically, I say, reject you. So we go through the appeal process, and we have documentation of people that are right now, because of mass, getting their disability, their Social Security, or whatever the case might be. This is a family program. You might have a son or a daughter, or a wife or a girlfriend that has never had a criminal history, but they might need some assistance and help. But because of you, they can come through this program because I have you in the program, and it's called bonding. It's called keeping that family strong. It's called keeping that family together. It's called assisting and helping you help your family so that you can continue to be a productive citizen in society. Let me explain one other thing. Hypothetically, a company calls me and says, Joyce, I need 5 of your best. We go through the list to see who qualifies for what they're asking for. I don't just send 5. I send 10. I'm not making it easy for you. You have to go out and you have to sell yourself. You have to sit there, and we take you through job development and job training. So we take you through the interview skills and all of that. So we work with you so that when you go in, you can sit and look that employer in the eye and make him understand that I need this job in order to become a productive citizen in society. I have a family, and I will be your best. I've been in this business for 20 years. 20. Assisting people to find jobs. I have only had probably 2 or 3 people that didn't do what they were supposed to do. Because I tell you, if you go out and they say it's your background, don't argue with them. You go to the nearest phone and you call this office, and your case manager will get the information to me. I'm not working with anybody that's a liar. If you tell me that based on the qualifications, you're not going to turn them down based on their criminal background, then that's what I expect you to do. I expect you to look at that person and see if they really qualify. And if they qualify, I expect you to hire that person, because that's the contract that we have, and that I have arranged for people. But I don't want you to argue with them, because you're vulnerable. All they have to do is say you threatened them, and then you back in jail. You back on your way to the penitentiary. Then there's another fight that I have to fight. So don't you argue with anybody. Always show respect. Thank you. But evidently I got some misinformation. I'll call Miss Brown at Mass and see what's happening, what's going on. You'll probably hear from her. Thank you. That's all you have to do. And then I will take it from there. And I would make sure, and I will find out if I need to X them from my list, or if somebody else new came in and was taking applications and didn't understand that the process was in place. And sometimes that happens. And then the owner will say, Joyce, send them back, whatever the case might be. Don't tell me when I send 10 people and 5 of them get hired and the other 5 don't, and you come back and say, oh, Miss Brown, they racist. I don't want to hear that BS. Because if they hired the other 5 and I only sent 10 African Americans, then where is the racism? What did you do? Don't go in there and say, yeah, Mass sent me over here. I don't want to hear that. I ain't promising you. I'm telling you, when you go in with an attitude that I'm going to leave out with this job. And let me tell you, and they call me. They'll tell me why the other 5 did not get hired. And then I will call you. I would know if I need to increase your interview skills, your dress code, or whatever the case might be. I don't care if it's for Mass or whoever. If it's just for yourself, whenever you going to look for a job, always dress the best. So that you can, I don't care if it's at a warehouse or what you're going to be doing, always dress for success when you go out to get the job. Ladies, I wear them sometimes. But don't go in there with some earrings so big that the telephone receiver can go through it. That's not for trying to find a job. You know, and don't get me wrong, I get sly every now and then. I got some grandbabies that keep me sly. And I might put on a pair, but I'm definitely not going looking for a job. You know, I'm going to dress professionally so that I can do that. I work with formerly incarcerated people coming out of prison. Downstairs, I got documentation. 845 new clients. Not my old, because I work with my old clients. Because one thing, when you become a member of MAS, the family, I don't ever throw your file away. I don't ever take you off of the computer. So long as you call and let me know or let the staff know, my telephone number has changed, my address has changed, and here it is. You are always a active family member of the organization. And what we do is when we're looking, when people call and need somebody, you might be in that category. And I call you and find out where you are, where you're working. Well, I have an opportunity. I want you to come in, see if you want to take this opportunity. It's better paying, better benefits, or whatever the case might be. But I need you to give your original company a 2 weeks notice if you get the job, if you decide to take the job, then you need to give them a 2 weeks notice. That's respect. And that's the most important thing here. And is the respect. And it was one gentleman that came up earlier and said to me, is it all right if I make a telephone call while we waiting? Because I was buying some time for some of them that got lost. His respect level with me went way up. Because a lot of times people just keep their cell phones on. They think that they can, I'm talking, they want to use them. I don't think so. That showed respect from that person. So I know that if I send him somewhere, that person I'm sending him to is going to be respected because he came in and he respected me and he respected that organization. That's what we're looking for. I don't have anybody in prison right now that's the reason why I'm doing this. I'm doing this because I spent 9 years, 5 months, and 24 days in prison for a crime that I didn't commit. I'm doing it because I made a promise in 1986, not to anybody sitting here, but to somebody higher than all of us. That not if, but when he released me from that bondage, that I would spend the rest of my days fighting for those that was less fortunate. And that's what I do. I fight for those that's less fortunate. So when I say I don't have anybody, I don't have any blood. I've got 160,000 babies in that penitentiary, regardless as to how grown they are. And so long as God put breath in my body, I need to continue to create the opportunity so when they come out, they can come out and be a productive citizen in society because they paid their debt to society. They did what society said. They spent however many years and come home, and then when you can't find a job, you can't find resources in order to assist and help your family, then you're going to do what? Same thing I would have done, is get back into a life of crime so I could survive, hoping that they would never catch me. But that is not going to happen. They are going to catch you. So when one young lady came in on me 3 times during the 9 years, 5 months, and 24 days that I was there. The last time she came, I didn't want to talk to her. I didn't want to have anything to do with her because I was angry that I thought that they had given these people the opportunity and she just kept coming in and in. And so she said, Joyce, it's not like you think it is in prison. She said, I'm a dope fiend. I've never had any services for my addiction. She said, when I go back out, nobody will hire me. She said, since they won't hire me, I have to do whatever I can to survive. She says, I'm a professional thief. She said, what they caught me with, I went in to steal, brought attention to myself so that I could come back to prison and get 3 hots and a car. And when she said that, the bottom of my stomach seemed like it fell out. The